Hi YouTube, it's Mila. I just wanted to come on and update you guys with what's been happening since my last video. Going into my 39th week, and last night I started having contractions. Very aggressive contractions. It started at 3 a.m. Well, first of all, for the past couple of days, I've not been able to just lay in the bed, lay down comfortably. So I had to sit up with extra pillows on Saturday night. And then last night, I couldn't even lay in the bed. I just came in here on the couch and tried to go to sleep that way. Well, 3 o'clock, it was about 2:40 in the morning. And I started feeling this, these pains, these contractions. And so I timed them from, 2:40 when I started getting them. And they became more regular. And they started coming at like 10 minutes apart. 10 minutes apart. And so I timed them for a couple of hours because my doctor specifically said, use the 5-1-1 rule. 5-minute apart contractions, 5-minute contractions lasting 1 minute for an hour. So I was documenting all of my contractions and stuff, and then they started fluctuating about an hour and a half later, and they would go from like 7 to 8, and then they would start going from 6, 7, and 8. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the hospital, because first of all, they're coming in those different intervals, 6, 7, and 8, and they are regular. They've been, I was timing them for, let's see, 3, 4, 5, for about 3 hours, and they've been regular nonstop. So I was like, let me go to the hospital just to see what they say. You just never know. So and let me tell you what these contractions feel like. Feels like a very, very, very bad, very aggressive menstrual cycle. Like, period pains, menstrual pains. It hurts. Mine hurt very bad, very badly. And so, it's to the point where, you can't do anything. You're like stuck, and you're breathing. Really have to try to breathe through it. It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is pretty bad. Okay. So, but once it's over, it's over. You get a big relief. So anyway, long story, trying to make it short. I went on to the hospital, and they hooked me up to the monitors, and they monitored me for a couple of hours. And sure enough, the contractions still kept coming, and on their monitor, it showed that they were coming like this, just the same, like 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. It would just be like a range like that. The baby looked good. She was perfect. My heart rate was good. For the contractions, yeah, they showed or whatever. So anyway, I said, well, we'll monitor you for a couple of hours. Check your cervix. They checked my cervix. My cervix is dilated. Last Wednesday, my cervix was 1 centimeter, and today my cervix was 2.5. So 2.5 and 50% effaced. So trying to get through this before I have another contraction. So yeah. So they hooked me up and they checked. Anyway, they said that they were going to check for a couple of hours and decide what the doctor wants to do. If she wants to, keep me, if there's enough change in the contractions, if they become shorter or longer, if they were going to decide, my doctor's going to decide if they were going to keep me and induce me or let me go home or whatever. So anyway, long story short, I stayed, and pregnancy brain. I stayed, and they checked me, and basically they told me that you know, they were going to release me. So they were going to release me because they wanted me to come back when the contractions got stronger and lasted between 4 and 5 minutes apart. So yeah, 4 and 5 minutes apart. I was like, you mean to tell me you're going to send me home in all this pain? Because, 4 or 5 minutes apart, it could happen tonight, it could happen tomorrow, the next day, next week, who knows? But either way, I still have to go through this pain that I'm feeling. Wow. So anyway, what they did was they gave me an Ambien to try to get some rest. When they gave me that Ambien had me feeling so loopy. I'm talking about, I never had Ambien before. And I had to take it, before I left the hospital. And I swear I was hallucinating. I was seeing double people, triple people. I was like, is that 2 people? And Lovey was like, no, that's just one. I was so out of it. So I guess the Ambien made me feel good. I was still having contractions though, but I wasn't feeling them as much. But then I came home, and then I went to sleep for about an hour, and then I woke up, feeling contractions. So they've been back on and popping ever since. And now, within the past hour, they fluctuated again, like 10 minutes, 6 minutes. So it's just a fluctuation. So anyway, I'm back here, and I just lost a part of my mucus plug. I believe it's my mucus plug because I've never seen it before. I went to use the bathroom, and it felt like I had to throw up. But the throw up never came. So then I actually used the bathroom, and I saw some mucus with some like brownish beige, like beige color mucus. So I just figured that's my part of my mucus plug or whatever. The doctor's not concerned about the mucus plug. She's only concerned about if there is, if my water breaks, or if there is blood, like yeah, I can't think, if I'm losing a lot of blood or whatever. So yeah, then I need to call them. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to update you. Looks like baby girl may be coming sooner than the 3rd, or sooner than the induced date, which is the 5th. So I'll keep you posted and let you know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. And thanks for being patient with me, because I know I have pregnancy brain. Okay. Bye, guys.